Welcome, strangers, to another strange chapter of Strange Lore. Hi, I'm Philip, and I'm the Strange Master. And this week, we're joined by some wonderful players. Say, how's it going, players?
How's it going, players?
How's it going, Blaze?
There we go. Welcome, Jed. It's so nice to have you at this game with us. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to get you in the mix here because this is one of our weirdest games, and this game changes. I'll give as like a recap just of the kind of stuff that can happen in this game. For example, we had one session where Lauren and Liv's characters in the fantasy world, like they're both women in the office, so the guy started writing a story inspired by these two on an adventure, and then Liv rolled a fumble for like reading a situation, and I was like, you think she's coming on to you, so they started kissing, they started making out, they eventually they hooked up. It was crazy. And at the end of the session, the author goes, yeah, I can't publish that. And he threw it away. And we started the next session at the beginning. It's like, that's the kind of stuff that happens in this one. It's this kind of dual narrative where sometimes we're in a 1940s office of a pulp publisher, a magazine called Strange Lore from Premier Periodicals. But other times, we are in this fantasy world of Tinnerval. Although, as time's gone on, and this is even based on like responses from chat. People are kind of like, yeah, you don't have to go to the fantasy world. You can stay in just this normal real world office because things have already been getting pretty intense there. People around the office who you would know in this. Of course, there's a lot of other periodicals in this building. There's a lot of other fun publications, such as Strange Lore. That is a sort of like weird fiction. That's this one. There's also Unbelievable Tales, Science and Mystery Tales, Spicy Expedition. That's a little more like, risque stories about like people who go on adventures.
I like that one.
And the covers of that are the best. And Legends of Today. But there is also one of the more profitable elements of this, although things are shifting a little, is Premier Comics, and they publish lots of superhero comic books. But as time's going on, they're shifting slowly but surely here as the 1940s end. We're leaving the golden age of comic books where the superheroes kind of are on the way out, and you're finding a lot more. So a lot of their books are being replaced with westerns and war and horror stories. So this is kind of like the era when books like Tales from the Crypt started becoming more popular.
Wait, that was a book series?
Comic books, yeah.
Everything was a book first.
I only knew about the... Well, I grew up in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. No, Tales from the Crypt was a comic book series. And Suspense Stories was another one. And most episodes of Tales from the Crypt are based on... they're not all, actually. See, let's just go into this now.
Sorry, y'all.
No, you're good. So, like, most episodes of Tales from the Crypt, I think, weirdly, are from other EC comics. EC was the cut, so it's like some are from Tales from the Crypt, some are from The Vault of Horror and The Haunt of Fear, and Shock Suspense Stories. That's the other one. So yeah,
they terrified me, all of them.
They're great. They're super fun. But yeah, so those are a little later. This is like the nascent origins of those. All of that is to say, this is the time period we're in. It is a post-war, post-war world. We've been following Miss Cora Wood, she's the secretary in the office of Strange Lore. She works for Mr. Bliss, who I think Carl would know pretty well as like the sort of, he's kind of snooty guy. I'm sure he asks you to fix his window all the time. There's a young, what is her last name? Louise Clay is her name. One of the painters of there. She is not here today, kind of conspicuously, which we'll be getting into, don't you worry. And then there's a lot of writers in the thing. I think there actually might be a writer named George, so maybe we can have fun with your name getting... Was that guy's name George, right?
Yeah, George.
There's a guy named George Turner. So there's Carl George and George Turner, and I'm into it. But the main writer who's sort of we've been following is a guy named Ted Fountain. And he is actually someone who Carl, you probably would have noticed that he seems to be working in a different office now. He used to be on the higher floors working for the comic books, but now he's down in Strange Lore, interestingly.
I mean, look, these people move around all the time, man. It's hard to keep track of them.
Or not, interestingly. Well, perfect. In addition, Jed, before we jump into this, there is one last thing to do on your character sheet, which I like that you have fully. So yeah, you have. Oh, here I'll adjust. I think you have no talent points remaining. That you spent them all. So you go to 0 there.
That's how it's supposed to be, right? Am I supposed to keep them? I don't know.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, live your life. You're welcome to spend none, and just, like the fun of this game is that you play the game, and like some people like the thing of they just don't spend any of them, and then every time a roll comes, they're like, you know what? Let's say I'm really good at medicine because I need it right now. But your way is better, I think. How many points do you have left for Cora? They're down below under Will for you.
100.
So she spent about half of her points of Cora.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
This is session 8.
Fucking
But
kids these days
also
don't know how to take advantage of the situation when it comes back to them.
I love it. However, one last thing.
Everybody's waiting for the big success to fall in their laps. So they say, go out and grab it. You know.
Oh my God,
hard work is what got made this country great.
We've needed
so,
Carl so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask.
Maybe get off your laurels there.
I will
your
ask.
high horse.
I will ask you a question about Carl. How old is Carl?
Carl's like 50. He's in mid 50s, like 53, 55, something like that.
Okay. Mid 50s. So Carl might have fought in the Great War rather than this last war that just happened.
Oh. Kind of in between.
He wasn't. He avoided the wars. That's a good situation.
Yeah.
Bad arches.
I wanted to. But yeah. They section section 8 of me or whatever the hell it's called. I had bad arches. I got in late, so like by the time I was sent over, but I never got past England because they had everything already stopped by then. But I wanted to. My brother was over there.
Oh no.
I had a bunch of friends actually died. Fighting over there. I worked on some planes and stuff. That was kind of where I got my start. I did, worked on some of them. And so kind of led me into this here. I've always been good with my hands, sort of thing.
Based on your stats, I would say that's the case. One more thing for me, Jed. Could you roll 3d6?
Oh, I need other dice?
You don't need them, but except for this one case where you need them.
Hey, it's fine. I got it. All right, you asked me to do something, I do it.
I'll just find it in 10. My tool belt. A total of 10?
Total of 10.
That's fine. That's right at the average. Your luck begins at 50. Starting luck of 50. There you go. Lauren, what is your current luck? 75.
I've always thought myself as a lucky guy. Yeah. I mean, I got enough in the war to learn a craft and a trade, and then I got out in time, so I didn't bite the big one like my brother, did. My brother Philip, he took it hard.
Yeah, that's cool.
But, yeah,
he sounds like he was really cool before that happened.
He was great guy. I mean, nobody could pound a 6-pack like him. Oh man,
old Philip, and now he's dead in a field in Flanders. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm gonna open up one of these because it's a Halloweeny month, and this came in the mail to me, and I said, cool, I shall open it on stream. So I think we've gone through 6, 7. Yes, let's find out what kind of. Oh, it's a huge box. Whoa, look, guys.
Oh, how exciting!
Gotta say though, it's a huge box for a single D12. I was anticipating anyway, it's one of these D12s that's blue and pink and has a merry-go-round horse. First roll is a 10, which isn't bad, but we could do better.
I like the blue and pink for the unicorn.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna open up 8 as well, just because I felt I was excited for multiple dice, and then all that was this. Okay, I'm into this one. However, we have I like this series. These are these kind of like cloudy gray. This is the D6, but there's ravens.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, I think we have the D8 of that came out in an earlier one as well. Then the other line that I like is they have these like crystal ball. So first roll of the D6 is a 2. So guys, so far not amazing.
Nevermore.
Nevermore indeed. Nevermore. Well, with dice in hand, with a bit of this world described, I guess I'll go ahead and get into a more direct recap, which is that also the tone of this game got super dark last week, so there you go. Basically, after the arrival and departure of Miss Appleyard, who sort of brought with her a lot of like a charged energy, George Turner stole something from the desk of Ted Fountain. Cora and Louise engaged in a little bit of spycraft heisting to get that orange envelope back, which they brought to Ted at their favorite ice cream parlor right down the street, where he revealed that Mr. Ullman, the head of Premier Periodicals, is considering getting into not only the radio game, but the very nascent television market, which at this time in Manhattan there are only a few thousand sets, but it seems like it's on the verge of expanding in a big way. A lot of people think it's just a weird fad who'd want to sit and stare at a tiny little screen, but Ted spent the night at Miss Appleyard's. That's who Anna played, by the way. He slept on her couch, as far as he has told Cora and Louise, and he watched the TV that night and had a strange dream about it, so he's very intrigued by the possibilities. However, after divulging all of this to the ladies, Cora and Louise, who are working on everyone's trying to make this next issue as good as possible to satisfy Miss Appleyard, whom Mr. Bliss wants to please. The ladies stayed out and did a little shopping, and on her way back, Louise was nearly hit by a taxi until she was rescued by a man she thought dead, her ex Jake, who she's very afraid of. She thought he died in the war. She was told he died in the war. That was the biggest relief she'd ever felt, her fiancé. And she and Cora managed to escape from him thanks to a distraction from an actress in a bar. And Cora took Louise to her house, which was much fancier than I think Louise was expecting, although at the time Louise was just thinking nothing but I'm in danger.
Well, it's not fancy. It's just got nice accoutrement, you know?
Well, it has a doorman, so.
Well,
in any case, sort of we ended with Louise at Cora's place, deciding that she's not sure because he might be able to find her now in the phone book or whatever. So she's... Let's phrase it like this. We open the next day. Oh, Lauren, do you have a D8 handy? If not, I can just roll one.
I do.
Then roll it.
Does she live in the city proper?
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Cora lives in, Cora's like we said, Upper West Side, right?
Yeah.
Cora's I think it was surprising that this single secretary lives alone in a Upper West Side apartment. But that is not known.
The street doesn't have 3 digits. You're definitely doing all right. You know?
Yeah.
Cora.
But nobody knows that except for now Louise. So.
Louise knows that. Yeah, the rest of you don't. Cora, what did you roll there?
A 7.
A 7. So it is once again really hot today. And in these days before a full building air conditioning, this means there's a lot of people yelling about windows that are sweating and shut, and like they can't open their window. A lot of people complaining that their fancy new desk fan isn't working. So it's another sweltering day. Cora, you get to the office. Do you think you would actually, Cora, give me a luck roll. I want to see if you get to the office on time today with everything going on, or if you're going to be a little late.
31.
31. Then yes. Cora, despite everything, you arrive to a very warm office.
Well, of course, I don't want to raise suspicions. So, but I arrive on time. Is what
you arrive on time, and with a hard success, you even beat. Like, you get in, you open the door to the office, but the office is swelteringly hot.
Yep.
And if you go to open the window, you find that the handle falls off the window. The hand crank just breaks off in your hand.
So, of course, I'm going to go look for Carl.
Okay.
Then. Perfect.
Cora, give me a navigate track roll. Let's see how well you can track him down.
That is a 5.
A 5? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then
does she know where his schedule, where his office is?
She would know it, but I think also what because that's like an intellect, I'm gonna say that Cora, what you've deduced is based on this hour, he's gonna be on the 7th floor because Mr.
That's where the spicy magazine is.
Yes, he's in the Spicy Expedition office because Mr. Farley, who's the head of Spicy Expedition. And if you head down to the Spicy Expedition floor 4, if you floor 7,
I noticed he likes to stop by there before work starts, so.
Sure. But also, yeah, Mr. Farley's always early, and if it's this hot here, it's definitely hot there, so he has certainly found Carl himself. So yes, and also Carl doesn't mind that. So you walk in and you discover that Carl, roll me a luck roll yourself.
Mr. Farley, you said?
Mr. Farley.
8.
An 8. Great. Hey, that's an extreme success. So the good news for you, Carl, is that what's wrong in this building? What's wrong here is his desk fan is broken, which means you can take apart this desk fan and spend a real long time putting it back together and staring at all those cool paintings of the spicy ladies. Mm-hmm. So Cora, you walk in and Mr. Farley's kind of like standing there. He's like wiping his forehead and he's like, "Oh, Carl, you're a lifesaver. I appreciate you being able to fix my fan here. Oh boy."
No problem.
Hello.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Farley. Looks like you're having some heat troubles down here too.
Yeah, there's always heat trouble in this building. Yeah.
Carl,
it's across the city. It's not just this building. This happens everywhere. I mean, thankfully, I got these fans set up for everybody. Working on them. It shouldn't be a problem much longer.
You maintain this building so well.
Thank you. Nice of you to say, Miss Wood. Appreciate that.
And that being said, I do need your help when you get a chance on our window. It's a little stuck up at Strange Lore, so.
Oh, you got stuck window up there?
Yeah. And I tried, but I don't want to break it.
I understand. Well, no. Don't break any. Like, just let me do my job, okay? You know what I mean? Let a professional handle this work. You do the great drawings or whatever you guys do, and I'll make sure everything stays working in order in the building here.
Hey, speaking of which, who does your art up there? What's the name of the fellow doing your artwork?
Oh, not a fella, actually. Luis Clay.
Oh, never mind.
Well, why? I can pass
well,
on her.
I'm looking. We're kind of behind on stuff, and I need a real like busty broad, something like her. See, and he points to this woman on a steamship, like practically like bursting out of a. I just need someone to paint something like that, but I know a lady can't do that because she's too delicate and has the right sensibilities and everything.
Luis has been painting some beautiful women for our sci-fi covers.
Yeah, but they're beautiful in like a cotillion kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Carl knows what I mean.
I think you'd like some of the outfits she puts them in. I'll bring you some of her art. How about that?
Well, is she free? Because we're behind.
I'll have to check with her.
Okay. Because I know Bliss doesn't like me poaching his boys.
Well, as long as you share her with us, I'm sure.
A broad in some shiny. I seen some in the shiny like silver paint stuff. Looks pretty good.
Oh,
just
really?
saying.
Oh wait, she does. Oh, the sexy alien ladies.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, maybe those would be fine. Oh, it's hot. Oh my god, I feel hot already in my. It's oh god.
Well, look, I mean, this thing's gonna take me. It's gonna take me a while. You know what? Hey, why don't I go help the lady with the window, Miss Wood with the window, and then I can come back here and finish fixing up your fan here.
Sounds. Yeah. Help a damsel in distress.
Yeah. You know what? Here, take this. He pulls out a little wooden fan contrived thing. He's like, all right, here, take this. Just you pull the string and it moves the fan, and you just wind it back up.
Oh, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Oh my god.
Hey, hopefully keep you a little dry for a little bit here.
I appreciate it.
Also, and she'll run to their. I'm assuming they have like a kitchenette area.
Every office has a little kitchenette. Yeah.
She'll run and get like a handkerchief wet and say, "Put this on the back of your neck. It'll help as well." It's not very fashionable, but we do what we have to.
What kind of life is this? All right, thank you.
And so I'll
in the Great War, we didn't have such luxuries as handkerchiefs.
Wait, did you fight in the Great War too? I fought. Where did you serve?
Oh. Cora's heard this story before, so she's just gonna back away.
Oh, okay.
I was stationed in. Oh, Miss Wood, you need help? Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go help Miss Wood here.
I wonder if we might have been in the same. Anyway, time to read the smut, and he just pulls out some. Oh my god, these degenerates. Oh god. People are gonna love this. This is disgusting. Anyway, I'm alone now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, fine. Oh, it's hot in here. Why'd I eat soup for breakfast? Oh, what was I thinking? I'm so hot inside of me. My life. Anyway. Carl and Cora.
Yeah.
Head upstairs. The music that's playing now is not the right vibe, so I'm going to change it. There we go. You guys can't hear this music. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Here's what we'll do. You guys walk upstairs. Now, Cora, as you arrive back on your own floor, you notice that the door into the Strangler office is open. Not unusual. Do you make a flat intelligence roll, or intellect rather? Just roll your intellect.
Nope, 90.
You, for the life of you, with everything with kind of going down for Carl and that guy talking about like Louise, where you're both wanting to give her work but also not wanting to ask about her since she's not going to be in today either. You're probably off that. You cannot for the life of you remember if you closed the door as you left. So maybe someone's in there, maybe not. You're not sure.
Okay.
While we're walking, Carl is making small talk about, whatever stupid things like, they got these trolley cars over in San Francisco.
Oh.
I hear they're great, just travel. It's like a subway above ground. I mean, I never heard anything like it. But, can you imagine what a thing that would be out here? You know what I mean? Because it's so hot in those subways, there's no airflow. I don't know what they're thinking down, when they make that stuff. Like, you think you'd make some fans to get that flow going because it's so hot here down there, But if you had it above ground, you get a nice breeze coming through. I mean, how much nicer would that be? When you're traveling? How much nicer would that be?
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Of course.
This is what I'm talking about. Plus, you get to look down on the city as you're walking by. I mean, just imagine you can look down. Yeah, I just think about it sometimes. I'd be traveling and I'd be looking down. I could see a broad down there. I could see my buddy Jake down there. You know what I mean? You can just watch the crowd as it runs by. What a wonderful life that would be, right? Like, this is the dream right here, But no, we're stuck underground, Typical, right? Am I right?
Right. And so she'll just approach the door and be confused that it's open. I guess it's like, I guess I didn't close it then. I'm usually pretty good about that, but I guess it's been a long morning, right?
Yeah. Well, doors, they're either open or they're closed.
That's so true, Carl. And she'll go ahead and enter.
You enter, and there is a man standing in here, and he sort of turns around, and you saw him yesterday. It's a man named Jake. And he just turns back around and goes, "Oh, Cora. Nice to see you. Otherwise the office is, it's hot in here."
Yeah, and I'm sorry, this office isn't open to the public.
Well, I'm not public.
You're not an employee.
True. Kind of.
So I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave.
That's fine. I'm just waiting for. I can't find my fiance. You know how stressed out that's making me feel.
Oh, I
What's
can't
her name?
imagine.
Her name's Louise. She works here.
Cora will...
yeah, I know Louise.
See, he knows.
It's great. Yeah.
She works here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In fact, I think, and you notice that he kind of walks over to her artist and he goes, "Wow, will you look at that? I remember she used to paint stuff like this. God, this is filthy. This is not very."
She's a brilliant artist.
It's kind of. This isn't really, it's not a very nice thing. It's not something you'd show your mother-in-law, is it?
I mean, I like it.
See,
I don't think.
Precisely. For a working man, it's not some high art,
You are gonna have to get out of here, okay?
That's fine. I can wait for Louise in the hallway or.
I can't have you waiting here.
You can, huh?
I can't.
Go ahead, Jed.
Nope. No, I already wrote my own detective vibe on that one.
And you're just like, this all seems normal.
Nah, it's fine. Look, there's chairs right in the hall there. You can just sit down, take a seat, and hang out.
Thanks, friend.
All things considered, we shouldn't be having the public in here.
Well, I mean, he's not public though. He's got his wife is Louise, right? It's kind of like by association.
I'm trying to make an honest woman out of her, although
she is an honest woman.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You vouching for that for me? I appreciate it. Well, at this point, the door opens further and Mr. Bliss walks in. Oh, hello, Carl. Oh, it's hot in here, I see.
And
right,
Mr.
and
Bliss.
we were just trying to get that fixed and trying to sort of clear out the office.
Who are you? Oh, hello, I'm just Jake. I was on my way out. It's nice to meet you.
That's Jake. That's Luis's main squeeze.
Oh, well, where is she? I was actually hoping she was in here already, getting a start on the work today. As you well know, Cora, we need this piece to be done. It looks she hasn't done anything since yesterday. This is literally what it was yesterday, the last time I looked. Oh dear.
Mr. Bliss, it'll be fine.
It's so hot in here.
Maybe she's stuck on the subway.
Yeah, that happens in the heat a lot, which is why we should have trolley cars here. Why don't you tell Mr. Bliss about the trolley cars?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, Mr. Bliss, you know
What?
how in San Francisco they got
yes,
these trolley
trolls have.
cars that go above ground?
Absolutely.
Imagine we had those here. How wonderful would that be,
Well,
right?
the density
you can
of
look
our
out
city,
the
the
window,
congestion would
see
be-
what's going on beneath. You get the
That's true.
breeze coming through. You know?
Yes, but well, it's not.
I
right.
mean,
We've
look,
already
those subways are
invested
so hot, and when the fans break down, everybody's miserable.
The
You know, just have it
infrastructure's
above
already-
ground.
Oh. Well, Carl, are you here to fix something in the building? I think it is very hot in here. Were you? Can we open a window?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes to the window and sees. I see. Are you here to fix the window?
Is something wrong with the window there?
Well, it appears there's no handle for the window.
I see the problem here. It's got no handle.
Here to fix the window, and she'll turn to Jake and say, "And you know where the exit is, or should I walk you out?"
I'd love that.
Oh, it's not hard to find. It's just go straight down the hall and just take a left and then down the stairs. You're out.
That's also great. If you'd like to walk me out, you're more than welcome to. Cora?
Yeah,
Cora.
Cora. She'll
Friends
walk
with
him
Louise.
to. Huh?
You're
What did he
friends
say?
You're friends with my Louise. Means you and I should
I'm
be
friends with Louise. Yes. Anyway, here's the door.
You walk him to the door?
Yeah.
Well, I'll wait for her to get in after she's off that slow subway. We got a lot to talk about.
Of course. Has he stepped through?
He's out of the door, yeah.
He will shut it.
Okay.
Can Cora make a phone call? So here's the thing. The call that she made before should play into this whole situation.
Okay.
In theory.
I understand completely. You would like to make a phone call. Before you make a phone call, however, Mr. Bliss says, Cora. Sorry, what?
Can Carl just go to Mr. Bliss like, is that weird? Was that a little weird right there for a minute?
I don't know.
A little weird.
My concern is that both Louise and Cora, they've probably psyched up their monthlies, and now they're both after the same gentleman, and I just don't have time for this in my office. I just want a simple office.
Look. I don't want to know nothing about that. All right, I don't want to know anything about that.
They both left for some reason yesterday, and this office is falling apart ever since Fountain showed up. Where is he anyway?
Women.
Yeah.
Can't kill him.
That's true.
That's the same.
Carl, you do know you can't kill women, right? That is accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's what I said.
I'm glad that you said that.
You can't kill him.
I'm very glad that you and I are on the same page
it.
about this. That's good. Okay.
You can't do that. Well, how did you break this window, by the way?
Your guess is as good as mine. Cora.
Have you been working out? He starts grabbing his arm.
Like, dear, no, I would never do such a thing.
Here?
I tried to keep a very. I would never want to have a laborer's body.
In the middle of dialing, she'll shut
Cora, come here.
Yes, sir.
What happened to the window?
I don't know, but that man was in here.
He broke the window?
Potentially. So I think that we might want to increase security on the office.
Oh no, we don't have the money for that.
Like that guy broke the window?
That's what Cora just said.
Why didn't you say so? Let me go. I guess he's out already.
I do think we should keep an eye out for him. I understand that he feels that he's connected to Luis, but you know how some gentlemen get the wrong idea.
Wait, he's not Luis's main squeeze?
I don't want to get into any personal business.
No, that's fact. Yes, for the best. No personal business. Just
I'm feeling a little hormonal.
Well, I'm gonna need Cora. Under normal circumstances, I would send you home in a heartbeat, but right now things are difficult. We are down. We need Louise here.
Yes, I understand completely.
All right. Well,
I'll make sure she gets here.
Perfect. Also, where is actually
Bliss? This is why we should have those. Telling you about installing those trap chutes in the building. This would have been a perfect opportunity for that. Set it up. Someone enters a room they're not supposed to. The chute goes off. They slide all the way out the front door.
I thought you were suggesting that for the mail, but I think I misunderstood you earlier.
I mean, whichever.
I see. Miss Wood.
Multiple uses.
I do. It is more efficient for things to have more than one purpose. Carl, if you could get our window open. Miss Wood.
Okay.
Yes.
I need you to today. You have one job. Well, that's not true. You have many, many jobs. Carl, go ahead and do a work manual labor to get that window open. You have no chance of succeeding at this. There's no way. You're not incredibly good at this or anything.
That's a 30.
A 30? And you included your bonus?
No, I don't know what that does.
So sorry, a bonus. Roll 2 of the 10 column percentile and use the lower. So not only 30 still. Yeah, it's a hard success. You easily you wedge the window back open so there's already air coming in. Now you've just got to fix the handle, which you can, do at whatever speed you'd like. While you're sort of doing that, Mr. Bliss is saying to Cora, you have many jobs. One is, of course, getting me my coffee. Although it's kind of hot right now, so I'm not desperate for the coffee, but I do need it soon.
That's why I for you.
Well, I'll need it soon, because though it's hot, I need to be alert in the morning. But Miss Wood.
Yes.
Your main job today is to make sure that Ted and Louise complete their tasks so that we can get this issue out. We need to get this issue out early to Miss Appleyard, because we need to make sure she's happy with it.
Yes.
Because if she's happy, I'm happy. And if I'm happy, you're happy. And if you're happy, you don't have any hormones in you anymore. I believe that's how it works. Now, the door opens. and Carl's happy, which we also want, so that he doesn't kill any women and put them through a chute. The door opens, and Ted kind of is standing there, cigarette in hand.
Morning, Ted.
Hey, he looks in
Morning,
the hallway.
Ted.
Oh, hey, Carl. How's it going? He walks in and kind of goes over to his desk.
Well, I have this window I have to fix. It got stuck, so, could be better. Fan upstairs is broken, but that's not a big deal. I'll get that knocked out.
I bet it'll be a busy day for you with the heat like this. How you doing, Cora?
Classic.
Doing great. I have to make a call. And so she'll go to one of the farthest desks from everyone.
Okay. Make a luck roll.
Okay. That is a 43.
Okay.
Regular 60.
You don't have to go to George Turner's desk, so that's good.
Okay.
Because if you were at his desk and he showed up, that would be sus. That would be real sus.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're able to. Actually, if you say that, you noticing that Ted. Well, yeah, you could just go to a far desk. Ted kind of is like eyeing you, but not too crazily. And Bliss is saying, Fountain. And he walks over and is there chatting. Yes, Corey, you're going to make a phone call.
Yeah. I'm going to call my dad.
Oh, snap. Now, I don't know what the vibe of your dad is, utterly. I know what the vibe of your dad is, but I don't know what, like, personality-wise, what is it you were thinking?
He's very... He thinks what she's doing is silly, but he's like, do your little thing.
What is his, why don't you share his profession? Do you know his specific profession?
No.
Okay.
I thought, no. You can decide that.
What did you think? You thought he was...
Well, he's in a position that he can influence certain things in certain ways.
I think he's a lawyer.
But, okay, sure.
Okay.
That works.
So you can call...
Is he a mobster? Is he a mobster?
Well, I don't know much about what my dad knows. No, you don't know either. Nobody knows.
You can call Papa Dearest. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, she's...
Okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, I guess it would be his secretary.
So yeah, you get a... Wooden Youngston, attorneys at law.
Hi. This is Cora. I was wondering if I could talk to my dad.
One moment, please, dear. Your father is in a meeting, but I can have you... I can take a message for him. You could try calling him back in about half an hour.
You know what? I'll do that. Would you mind setting about maybe 10 minutes aside for the conversation? I know he's super busy today, so I just want to make sure he has time to talk. It's important.
Make a charm persuade. Fortunately, you're not good at those.
It is a 44.
44. That is a
regular
success for you. Okay.
Yeah. You can also tell him it's about the conversation I had with him last week. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Do you mean last night?
Last night?
Of course.
I don't know how.
All right. Yeah, you can call him back at tell you what, call him at 10:30. I can give you 10 minutes at 10:30.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And she'll go and get everyone's coffee, and she'll get Carl some as well.
There you go. Carl, how do you take your coffee?
2 creams, 1 sugar.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry, 3 sugars, 1 cream.
I thought you were watching your blood sugar, so I only added 2. I can add another one.
It's fine. Okay. It's fine. You
know what? The sugar's right over there. You can make your decision. Live your life.
No. It's great. This is great. Thank you, Miss Wood. I mean, this is so nice of you to do this for me. I really appreciate it.
Last time you came to fix something, you just mentioned that you were watching your sugars. So, just want to take care of you.
It's so sweet of you to even remember that. I mean, honestly, I just said that kind of,
That's my job.
Nobody remembers that kind of thing, amazing that you could do that for me.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And
You know,
she'll go.
I've been thinking about
just
you know,
walk
wouldn't it
away.
be great if there was a automatic sugar and creamer thing with your coffee?
No, hold
right?
on.
Just
If
puts
you're
it in right away.
Wait a minute, Cora. If you're trying to get away from it, make a dodge roll. It's like the equivalent of a dexterity saving throw to get away from this conversation.
33.
She manages it. It's a normal success, and against Carl, you often need higher. But I'll say that she is able to eventually. She's taking some damage, but she does get out of the. She avoids.
And
the
she's
brunt.
not being rude, but she's kind of gets.
Is she doing? Is she doing the thing where like she's just like progressively like further and further back from
Yeah,
him? Yeah,
like nodding.
Carl's totally used to this, by the way. Like, he doesn't even perceive it. Yeah, this is great, though. I mean, this is great. You know, I don't think, you know, I suppose a machine like that probably wouldn't have the specificity.
Here you go, Mr. Bliss.
Oh, thank you very
And
much.
I'm working on getting everything settled for today, and I'm just gonna go check in on Ted and make sure we're.
You know what? We'll even say that Ted is with him right now, kind of going over some stuff.
Oh, okay. And here you go, Ted. She knows
thank
how
you.
to carry a bunch of coffee.
Appreciate that. I've oh, you should have Cora can read. I've actually gone ahead and finished sort of some of the story for this issue. You can read it too if you want to.
Me?
This is what he says. Yeah, she always reads what I'm doing here. So if you want to read it.
What's it about?
Oh, it's about an alien princess and her sister from another galaxy, who they have a sisterly shared bond. It's not a ladies. It's not a. They're not like. It's not like a Boston marriage thing.
Do they wear silver?
Well, they and he kind of pulls up an old issue and he shows them off. One of them is this woman, this purple tinted elf with silver freckles all over her body, in kind of like fantasy wear, and the other looks like a human woman who's like in like athletic clothing, and they're on like an alien planet.
I like the freckles. Nice.
Well,
Feels like
Louise
it keeps it a little
she-
more grounded.
Yep, that certainly grounds it all right. Tell Louise whenever she gets in. Bliss says, "What? Why does Miss Wood? Why?" He says, "No, Miss Wood's been reading all of it. It's yeah. If you want to, you don't have to. If you're busy."
Yeah.
You know, I could read that for you if you wanted. You know, after Miss Wood, of course. I read a lot. You know,
Mr. Bliss says,
all the time.
"All right, hold on. These pages primarily need to be edited and prepared for this. I
can edit.
You
If
can
we're in
proofread.
French.
You can do copy editing for me, Miss Wood,
Yeah.
with your hormones."
You know, sometimes our hormones make us extra fast at reading. Believe it or not.
Make a deceive roll. Before you do this, would you like to put any points into deceive?
20.
20?
Yeah.
A hard success.
What would I have to roll to believe and then corroborate her story?
Okay, so
Carl
roll
would.
a read person. This will see if you think she's lying.
I have no idea.
Then you're happy. You can happily then you believe her.
Oh,
This
perfect.
is now something that he tells people as a fun fact.
Oh yeah. You know what? I heard that. My mom, she used to always, at least once a month, would just sit and read for the whole day. You know, the whole day, just go through these, you know, pulp magazines and stuff like crazy. Yeah,
Told you.
yeah, that's a thing.
Hormones help you read. I have to admit I was unaware of this. Well, very well, Miss Wood. I suppose if there's any way to get some use out of this, yes, you're welcome to. You're welcome to.
I appreciate you accommodating my condition, and she'll just grab the pages and go.
Ted watches her go and just says, he kind of looks from her to Carl, who's just talking about how this is true, to Mr. Bliss, who looks confused and just goes, okay. And he just heads over to his desk.
So brave, right? I mean, working in that kind of condition, ridiculous. You know?
I suppose it's, although, I mean, I try never to know what conditions any of them might be in. Oh dear. I'm very, you know what? It's very hot still, George. Yes, if you're able to get that window fully functional, that would be most appreciated.
I mean, it is open, you know.
Oh God!
If you really want to it is open. I'm just working on the handle right now. I mean, if you really want to improve the airflow around here.
I do.
What we need to get some we need to get a fan and probably a cross breeze window, or maybe we just prop the door open.
Carl, are you
we get a
working
window
on
across the hall?
Has anyone else asked you for help today?
Yeah. Upstairs, I was working on a fan.
For who?
A little bit. For I can't remember his name.
Mr. Farley.
For Mr. Farley. Mr. Farley.
Forget Mr. Farley. Mr. Farley sells pedals smut to imbeciles. I need you here. I need you to get this fan situation sorted out. This is your number one priority, Carl.
All right. Yes, sir, Mr. Bliss, sir. Yeah, right away.
Appreciate it.
I'll get this sorted right now.
Please. Very much appreciate it.
Does Carl see any fan or fan materials in the room?
Tell you what, make a luck roll. This is what
Oh, 5.
So as it happens, Carl, then a 5. That's an extreme for you. This is the best of all possible worlds for you, Carl, because the fan situation in here is that you already have fans in the spare closet up here that you've never gotten around to installing. So you can get this, you can really get this situation going with minimal work.
Excellent.
And you can make it seem as difficult as it needs to.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is definitely gonna be an all day job, and probably gonna need a couple days of follow up work.
Well, if it can get because we're not even into the summer yet.
Well, look, you guys have been so good to me. I want to set you up with a full system here, okay? It may be a little bit more time intensive, but I get something basic going for today.
I appreciate
ease
that.
the burden, but then I'll have a full system going, so you guys never have to worry about this again. Can I analyze and figure out how to set up a system of fans all around the room, so there's a perfect flow of air that just passes through in from this window over here on this side of the room, out through another window on the other side of the room.
Absolutely.
And just perfect.
George, please roll that analyze.
42. That's a success.
A success. You also, and in this game, people often will do it because it's sort of whatever. You are free to, if you'd like, you can spend power, just like in the drag. You can spend power to reroll. You can spend 1 power to reroll, or you can spend luck to lower stuff. The new rule is you can't click the box if you spend luck, but you can even if you reroll or do other stuff. It's only when you literally lower it with luck. But a normal success for what you're doing is more than enough to get this fight. That's kind of almost for future reference if you ever want to reroll.
Would my knowledge of mechanical engineering help with this roll?
Tell you what, give yourself a bonus on it. Yeah, just your what did you roll?
A 42.
Okay, so it's a 2's the last number no matter what, but roll the re-roll the other one. Yeah, we'll say you're
still 42.
Understood. Okay. Then all good, but that is definitely good enough to get this process going. Love it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Carl will go get the materials and start setting it up around
perfect.
the room.
Cora, you're going to try to sit down.
Yes.
You're going to try to analyze.
She's also going to the desk that she tried to make the call at, if that's still available.
Yeah.
And she'll grab a red pencil and sit down, and she'll keep an eye on the clock as well.
Understood. Please do want to analyze, but because of the clock, because of the man outside, because of your impending phone call, because of all of this, you're going to get a penalty on this. So just roll this one flat. You could spend power, and in fact, you should be back up to 10 since you're whatever. Okay. You could spend power to give yourself your bonus back, but your bonus is taken away from you because you are very distracted.
How many power would it take?
It's just 1.
Oh, I'll do it.
It's in this game where you guys are not in mortal peril, except for last week when Liv weirdly, shockingly was in mortal peril thanks to 2 fumbles when she almost got hit by a taxi. What I did there, Jed, was rather than have her get hit by a taxi, she was rescued by a horrible person from her past.
Oh.
That's a fumble, you know?
And
so that's why.
Is that Jake?
Yeah, it's Jake.
Great.
I got a 47.
47. You, despite your distractions, you manage to focus on your work. You're keeping stuff up. George, meanwhile, is And George, I know this is not one of your areas of expertise, but I'm going to give you...
Wait, you mean Carl?
Carl, I'm so sorry. Carl George.
It's
Mr.
all right.
Carl
Mr.
George.
Bliss sometimes calls me by my last
Here's what
name.
I'm going to do, Carl. Because of your knowledge of your mechanical engineering, I'm going to give you 1 bonus from that. I'm also going to give you your bonus for operate equipment.
Oh.
So you get 2 bonuses, but you are going to roll a deceive or perform, your choice, because to make sure that it is convincing that this is taking so long.
Understood.
You get bonuses on it, which is nice. You get 3 tries to sort of roll under the thing, but yeah.
Oh, that's a 19.
Hey.
Yeah, 19.
19. That's a hard success. So Carl is like just to whatever degree you're like sighing every time you put stuff down, you know.
Oh gosh. Yeah, this one's gonna be hard. It's all about crafting. You got to understand how airflow works, right? And I learned a lot about this in the war, dealing with airplanes and stuff. Because you got to get the flow right over the wing to have the perfect lift for it, and we need to get that kind of situation going on here. But then it's about keeping that flow moving, circulate throughout the room. But you need an entrance and an exit. It's complicated. I don't expect you guys to understand, but the whole idea here is we want to get the push from one side and get the push out the other side here. And if we get all this right, you guys are gonna be it's gonna be a balmy 72 in here.
Well, thank you, Carl. That sounds.
You're on the beach in Florida.
That sounds great, Carl. Okay, yeah, whatever you can do, it's much.
Have you ever been to Florida? My
Ooh.
cousin lives down there.
Has Mr. Bliss ever? I'm rolling to see if Mr. Bliss has ever been to Florida. Absolutely not. Of course not. Florida.
Oh, well, you should go. You should find time. Look, a busy man like you, successful. You should take a day off. You should take a weekend off. Go down to Florida. Spend some time on the beach. The shops there, amazing shops.
The Hamptons are enough.
Have you ever had
Yes.
A Cuban espresso? I'm just saying that you think coffee's good. Try one of those on the beach there, okay?
I don't
little
like
cube of sugar in it. It's delightful.
Sounds,
About this and then you follow it up on lunch with a Cuban sandwich. I'm telling you, you don't think ham and pickles would go together so well, but it is delightful.
I'm
delightful.
He's completely lost me. As you're sort of setting this up, doing this great, as Cora, as you're reading through, Mr. Bliss does ask on a couple of occasions, "Where is Louise?" Ted kind of swings by your desk there, Cora, and he will sort of say, out of curiosity, just because he's put the question in my head, it's about 10:20. He'll say,
okay, and I was supposed to call it 10:30.
Mm-hmm. And he'll say, "Where is Louise? By the way, is she okay?"
She's at my
the
place.
subway.
Hi, Carl. Didn't see you there.
She's at my place. I'm trying to not let Carl hear.
That's fair. What is Carl's? Carl actually has pretty decent listen, so Carl might overhear. But we'll get to that later.
I'll let it go.
Actually, Cora probably waits for you to be talking loudly to Mr. Bliss, and then she'll explain. Yeah.
I did hear it, but I'm just gonna move on.
So, the gentleman outside is someone that has given her a hard time in the past, and
Ted's like already walking to the door.
No, not Ted. And she'll go and grab him and say, "Listen, he seems. I mean, it's safe for Core to assume that he seems volatile, right? I don't have to do a read person, especially. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, but do a read person.
Oh God.
Do a read person on. So you're saying that Jake seems volatile?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that, but do a read person.
That's a 9.
Ted seems volatile as well.
Oh. Okay. So he just seems a little volatile, and I don't want any trouble here for Louise. Right now she's safe, and I've got a few things in the works that I think she can do her work safely from where she is. Please take a breath, and potentially we could have a little bit of protection for her, but I just need to make a call in about 10 minutes, and we'll see where we're at then, and then we can reconvene. How about that?
All right. He just goes back to his... Yeah, good.
Yeah, I also might need you to, you know, distract him. I might have to sneak out without him seeing. I tried to get him out of the building, but nobody seemed to be on the same page as me. And at this point, I'm afraid it's a little too late. But like I said, I've got a phone call in 10 minutes. It might solve some issues that we're having.
Okay.
Breathe,
He sits at his desk.
Okay. And she'll go and resume editing. What time is it now?
Probably like about time to call. Yeah.
Okay, she'll call.
Hold on. Let's check in with Carl one more time.
Yeah.
Carl, you've got it all set up. It's going great. You're slow playing it. It seems impressive. Mr. Bliss is trying to do some work, but Mr. Bliss is also frequently saying, "Where is Louise?"
All right, Mr. Bliss. So this one, I think I got this set up here. This is the main fan, right? This is what's going to start the whole process. Now, not finished. It's going to take me a few days to get this all laid out perfectly here, you know?
Okay.
But this should at least give you a little bit of a temporary comfort here.
Now, wait a minute.
And he turns on.
Go ahead.
He just set up the first fan by the window that was broken before, and turns that on so that there's airflow kind of moving in.
Understood. So you turn on the airflow. Now you've analyzed this pretty darn well. I will say that there is a certain amount of papers are like lifted, you know, when this happens, like as the air or like ruffle, and so he's just like, wait.
Oh, it starts off way too strong, and they it's like, is that good for you?
No, the papers. We're this is a paper-based business. We can't. Although Mr. Bliss has surprising reflexes.
I'll turn it
catches
down.
all that.
Right. He turns it down a little bit till it's a nice breeze.
Nevertheless, the airflow part is nice. Oh dear.
Yeah, don't worry. When I get it all set up, you won't have that problem with the papers. It'll lift all the air up, and it'll have this kind of undulating kind of factor. You know, again, this is, you know, I learned all this from you know, dealing with planes and stuff, and lift and drag and you know, that sort of thing. You know, it's all, you know, cumulus clouds, all of that kind of plays into a factor here. You know. Now, if you get thunderstorms in the room, that's when you really gotta be worried. All right,
Mr. Bliss is at this point just like. So, as Carl talks about the thunderstorms in the room, we will go to Cora. Cora, you can make a phone call.
Okay, I'll make it.
Okay.
I'm assuming Carl couldn't hear any of that conversation with Ted.
I think he did not. I think that was... You were busy talking about thunderstorms. Wooden Youngston, attorneys at law.
Hi, it's Cora.
Oh. Your father is ready for you.
Thank you so much.
Clicks. Switchboard. Cora?
Hi, Daddy. I'm just calling to follow up about last night.
I see. So you're calling about your friend of yours. This gentleman is giving her a bit of trouble, huh?
Exactly. And I know I said that I didn't need anything at the time, but I know that you mentioned perhaps a private car.
Well, yes, although, darling, I've got to tell you, there's a bit of a problem.
What's that?
Well, I had one of my paralegals look into this morning. Didn't forget about you, my little one. And, as it happens, we did find an engagement announcement in the local paper in your friend's town. So it is on the record that she was engaged to this gentleman, which complicates matters.
Well, yeah, but he was gone for a long time.
She's true.
Built her own life.
I still think we might be able to get some kind of injunction against him, but most judges are going to figure that this is a domestic matter.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Why don't you just... Well, tell you what, why don't you just go out to the Hamptons for a few weeks? You can take her there to our house.
No, Daddy, I thank you so much for that. But I think we should stay here. I'm just wondering if we might be able to get a car, so that she could use it to be safe, because honestly, he doesn't seem very safe for her. I know that he's not the kind of guy that you'd want me to end up with.
Well, I'm glad you know that, darling. But if he is a serviceman, he's entitled to a certain degree of respect, right? We'll try to keep your friend safe, of course, if she really doesn't want to see him. If he's not getting the message, I can even ask one of our fixers to have a more direct conversation with this gentleman if you think that's something that he's going to take better. But I'm just telling you, in terms of any legal matters, this is a little more complicated. He's not just some gentleman. You know what I mean? He has a connection to her. He has a certain right to talk to her, especially, when he was.
Well, that's debatable.
Oh no. Oh, darling.
Okay. Can I at least just have a discreet car sent to my work to pick me up so I can safely get something to her? She's staying at my place, and there's just some stuff that she needs to get done, and it's important to her that she continues to do her job here. And you know how important it is for us working girls to get our jobs done, otherwise we're looked down on.
Well, darling, I've told you on a few occasions that the main job you have as a working woman is to find a suitable husband. Which is why I don't really approve of the place you're working in the first place. But, all this being said, I don't want anything bad to happen to your friend. I understand on rare occasions, there can be trouble. So, I will send a car with a driver for a few days. Now, I'm going to once again suggest maybe you and your friend take a little sabbatical from this job and just go live it up in the Hamptons.
You know what? I'll ask her if that's something that she's interested in.
If she says no, now I'm worried about her for real. Oh, Cora, I'm so glad to hear from you, though. I really, there's so much I can do for you, and it warms my heart that you're reaching out to your dear old dad. I do appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Daddy. I love you, and thank you for your help.
Of course.
I'll keep you posted, and thank you for looking into him, and yeah.
All right. Perhaps,
I'll call you next weekend.
Well, yes, perhaps you can see me next weekend, even. Your mother would like to see you. Mm.
I know. I've just been busy here, and they just let me do some editing today. Maybe that means that I'll actually get to progress in this company.
Wonderful.
You say that like it's not impressive to you.
It's not.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I've made darling, I'll continue to support you, but I've made my opinions very clear.
Yes, I know. I'll talk to you soon.
Just imagine the waves on the beach, rolling in, beautiful morning. So, honestly, if you don't go, I'm going to. All right. Love you,
all
darling.
Right.
Goodbye.
Love you too. Bye. I'm assuming she like has a good estimate of when the car is gonna get there.
Yeah, if he's sending a car. I mean, you said a car to go home. Oh, were you asking to send a car now?
Yes,
okay.
Because so she wants to. Also, well, can we do this without Liv here? Like, see what Luis wants to do, if she wants to stay there or come here.
We'll get
or
to.
Should we assume that she wants to stay there? Because
is your plan you're gonna take all her art supplies to your house?
Yes.
I think let's say you do that.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
So if you're gonna do that now in the middle of the day so she can keep working, then
yeah.
Then yes, for sure.
And so Cora's gonna and she's gonna give the stuff to Ted and say, I made a few editing suggestions, just in like some syntax things, and then there was a plot point that I think you might want to flip the series of events, but all of these are just suggestions. I don't know. But I'm gonna take Luis's stuff to my place so she can finish there, and we should be good to go. But I do need to get down. Okay. Well, all right. We just need him to be distracted because I don't want him.
Cora, listen to me. I'm going with you to make sure we're not followed.
Oh, okay, that's fair. But I do Just, I have a discreet method of transportation that we're going to be taking, so I would appreciate if you didn't mention it to anyone or ask about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Carl.
Carl's been sidling up anyway.
He's Carl. Jeez, it's like right next to him.
Yeah, hey, I couldn't help it over here. A little bit of your phone call. Your dad. You got some problems? I mean, look, I know a lot of people. Like, if you need some help with something, sound like you got maybe like a guy around that's, maybe a little bit shouldn't be around type of thing. I'm just saying, I know a few people. If you need something taken care of, I was in the war. I mean, I can handle myself. I'm just saying, I'm here to help if you need help.
As a matter of fact, and she'll look at Ted.
Yeah. Carl, I have an idea.
Yeah, Ted.
That guy who was here earlier.
Oh yeah. What was it, Jake?
Why don't you go tell him about your trolley idea?
I mean, he didn't seem that interested when I was talking about it before.
I know. But Carl, listen. I've never worked in sales, but I've known men. Knew a guy in the service. He was a salesman. He explained what you got to do is you got to get the guy's attention and you keep it no matter what. So why don't you tell this guy about the trolleys no matter what? You see what I'm saying, Carl?
No. I mean, I can tell him about the trolley.
You were in the
It's a great
service?
idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the service, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so your mission objective, right? You're going to talk to this guy about trolleys. You're going to keep him there listening to you about trolleys.
I get it. Yeah, I'm not in the service anymore, Ted. I don't do missions.
Neither am I.
Well, why are you giving out missions?
Because you said you were in the war, so you knew.
That's something a commanding officer does. You're not a commanding officer. Neither of us are in the military right now. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Ted is actually at a loss for words.
By the way, meanwhile, Cora has been gently putting all of this stuff in her little thing.
Oh, you need help taking that down?
Oh no, I got it. Thanks.
Nah, it's no problem. Here, let me carry that for you.
Oh no, I got it. And she'll she doesn't really want him touching it.
It's fine. I got it. It's
lady stuff.
I mean, I'm a gentleman. You know what I mean? All right. I get it. Got a lot of books in there. I understand.
Careful, if you touch that, you're gonna read really fast, Carl. All right.
Funny you say that. I'm actually a surprisingly fast reader. I go through the New York Times every day under an hour. Whole thing.
Mr. Bliss is gonna say, "Oh, so what's going on? What's happening right now?"
So Cora's not able to make it in. Luis is not able to make it in. So I'm gonna take her work to her and get it back here, lickety split.
Ted says, "This is the fastest way. We'll have it done today." What? All right, very well. I understand. Honestly, it's so hot. I bet the paint will be melting. Wait, is the paint running on her picture? From the heat? Oh, good. Okay.
No, that's not how.
We paint in October. We're not there yet. Don't worry.
Ted is like, okay. All right. Well then, so Cora, you're not letting Carl carry Louise's paintings. No. Okay.
I mean, it's not heavy.
Sure.
Also, no. she has seen Luis pack up stuff and so she wants to make sure that you know.
You guys step out now. Which one of you will I have this? Carl, would you please make a luck roll for me? Rolling good would be good, but rolling bad would be more interesting.
Oh God.
45.
Just under the wire.
My luck's been great today.
I'm a
very lucky person.
All right.
It got through the war.
You guys open the door.
Exactly.
And discover an empty hallway.
Okay, well that's a good sign. But we should keep an eye out. And Carl, have you got your? Well, you always have your conversations ready.
Sure. What? I'm confused though. Like, what are we? Who are we looking for? Somebody?
That guy that was here
Oh, Jake.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, your friend.
He's not my friend. He's no one's.
Oh.
Jake's not supposed to be here, Carl.
Yeah.
Understood. No problem. All right. Well, yeah. Let's. Okay. So I mean, actually, before we go, then why don't we go over here? My closet's just at the end of the hall. Let's pop in. I'll get some things for us. Make sure everything goes nice and smooth.
Oh.
And he starts walking to the closet.
Carl will look at Ted.
Curious, Ted follows Carl.
Okay.
Opens and he starts pulls out like a bat and goes, "There, Ted." And then
wait, no.
Gets a blackjack. He's like, "Cora."
Just
woods.
It's not quite the energy, Carl.
He grabs himself a crowbar. Okay, now we're ready.
Okay. Well, you carrying a crowbar, that could make sense, but I think we'll just leave Cora. No, you're not. He takes the blackjack out of your hand and puts it in the thing. Thank you, Carl.
What?
That's Carl. We just need you to distract this man.
Yeah.
Just distract him?
For now.
Wait. You mean like distract him? Or you mean like distract him?
Distract.
Actually, Carl. God. I know that it's such a big job. Maybe we shouldn't be taking you away from the fans.
That's so true.
No. Don't even worry about it. Look. My primary thing is to take care of the building. Y'all are, people in the building. I have to take care of them too. It's a part of the job. It's part of the job. Don't even worry about it, okay?
All right.
This is what I'm here for.
Fair enough.
Forget about it. We're going. We're going.
So, the three of you.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Carl with a crowbar in hand, Cora with a bunch of painting supplies, and Ted with a certain edge. Ride the elevator downstairs to the lobby. No one sees. Well, actually, why don't you both make a look roll for me?
I improved my look by 10 points.
Well done.
I know.
27. Hard success.
4.
Hard success and
extreme.
That is extreme. If you spent 1 luck, it would be a vital, Cora.
Sure.
Okay. You won't get to roll to improve if you do that. So do you want to trade the extreme or you want to do the thing?
No, I'll just do. I don't trust you. I don't know. I'll use one.
Spend 1 luck to make it a vital success. So Cora. So Carl, you look around and there's a couple guys you're like, oh, let me go distract him, all right, tell him a story. But then you realize, no, that's not the guy. You're very confident he's not in the lobby. Cora, you are confident he's not in the lobby. As you guys get to the doors, you see a private car that you recognize as one that your father has sent.
Okay.
But you notice that across the street, very nondescript, with your vital success, it is good you spent the thing because you needed a vital for this degree of whatever from where you were. Across the street, like leaning in the shadow of a newsstand, collar turned up, looks not even like he's there watching. And what you realize from this, Cora, is not only is that he watching, he's like, it's like you get like the shiver down your spine of like, oh wow, like I can't believe I just noticed that guy. It's like super, it's so lucky that you happened to notice him. It was luck that caused you to spot him like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
literally.
It's literally, it's like you lucky, you were just like, oh weird. You happen to know like, oh, I didn't think they painted the side of that thing. There's a guy there. Oh my God. This guy's really good.
Okay.
So you notice that he's across the street waiting and watching. But he's a good bit away right now.
Okay. So she'll like stop at the door and turn around slowly, like not wanting to make fast movements in case he sees them through the glass. So he's over there, in the shadows, watching. We've got to get to that car.
Ted rolls a 3 on his look, which is also a vital success. And Ted just goes, some good eyes, Cora. All right.
Thanks.
Okay, Carl.
There a hot dog stand outside the building.
Make a luck roll.
Ooh.
12. That's success.
God, you have so much luck success today. Yes, there is.
Called Lucky Guy.
Actually,
did he ever tell you about a time in the war?
You did.
So, Carl, as it happens, there is a hot dog stand. So basically, Ted will say, anything you can do to slow down this guy outside. He's across the street at the thing. Anything you can do would be a help, Carl, but we're going to get in that car and go, okay?
Of course. Look, I understand. Here,
don't hit him with a crowbar, though.
Yeah.
He thinks about... All right. I understand. Carl kind of looks around. Just wait here for a second. He goes to one of the closets, puts the crowbar in there, comes back, like, give me 2 minutes, and then come out. And then Carl walks out. He goes to the hot dog stand. He knows the guy because Carl knows everybody, right?
Yes.
He's like, hey, give me a gooey special.
Gooey special? The hot dog stand guy's like, hey, Carl, for you, whatever, one gooey special coming right up. How about those Yankees, huh? Hey.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Did you see the game last night?
It was wild.
I hear the game last night.
Oh,
wow.
Right. I was listening on the wireless. Oh, it was... baseball is important back now, so yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And he's going to keep the conversation going while he's walking backwards, and then turn and smash the gooey hot dog. Like, it's got extra mayo and ketchup and mustard all over Jake's shirt.
All right, so, Carl, I'm going to say that seeing what you're doing and Ted noticing this, Cora, Ted takes your hand.
Okay.
And, like, he sees Carl and he kind of, like, smirks and goes, not bad, soldier. And a few moments before Carl is walking backwards, he throws the door open and just marches you across this, like, right to that car.
Okay.
And he
is the driver standing on like outside it?
I think the driver is looking outside of it, but like Ted's like, if you can like give the driver like a nod, and the driver will be getting into the car, you know.
Okay.
And you guys just hop in, and as they're doing this, Carl, you actually have pretty good on many things here. I think, you know what? Just for the fun of it, I'd like you to roll an acrobatics roll. I'd like you to have this be an acrobatics, like, just...
I was gonna say, can I operate the equipment of a hot dog, of a gooey?
I would say if this would have been a crazy thing to try. Do you think, but like, if you were gonna be like operating like the ketchup bottle from the thing and like shoot him with it, that would be operating equipment. I would say this acrobatics. Right. However, also, you know, you get one back an hour and towards the thing. You could buy yourself a couple of bonuses on this if you'd like.
Well, actually, maybe I could just use a couple of daydream bonuses as the idea of being the hero in this story.
Love it. Give yourself
too good.
Full daydream bonus. That's fine. Give yourself 2 bonuses on that. Carl the hero.
Oh, don't need them. Roll the 7 right off the bat.
7.
Roll the 7.
Very good. A 7 is
an luck to make that a vital.
A vital. 4? You could spend you'd spend 3 luck. No, you'd have to spend 4 because you have to get it to 3. Yes. So you could spend 4 luck. You don't get to click the acrobatics box, but what you do is because you get the gooey, like the gooey hits him and it's like not in his eyes, so it's not causing problems. It's like and in this split moment, and he's like turning back and going and sure enough, Cora, you and Ted get in the car, and the car takes off. Ted's still like holding your hand, but he's like looking like back and goes, damn. Target destroyed.
That was good.
That was very good. All right, but we're not out of the woods yet.
Oh my God.
What is the driver's name?
And
has she known? She probably has. If he's a family driver.
Well, he was roll a luck. Let's see if it's a guy you know or not.
Okay. 53. So regular.
Sure. We'll say is Harris is his name.
Okay. Hi, Harris. Thank you so much for picking me up. Just to my house.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure you did that.
And Ted says, and Harris, if you don't mind, take a circuitous route a little bit. We might be being followed. And Harris goes, oh. Hey, understood. I was in the war, you know. He's like, we all were. Carl, meanwhile, Jake is like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh my, I'm so sorry. Hey, Jake, wow, what are the chances, huh? So hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm so sorry about that. Oh man, I was just trying to get, I got myself a gooey. Have you ever had one of these gooeys? They are amazing. Because you think too much sauce and you don't get the flavor of the dog, but actually it kind of enhances the whole thing. Look, I'm so sorry about that. Here, let me make it up to you. I'll buy you a gooey. Yeah, come here. We'll get a gooey. Hey, George, can we get 2 gooeys?
Carl,
2 gooeys,
roll a dodge roll for me. I got to roll again, actually.
Yeah, that's a 44. So it's a success.
Success. Unfortunately, he rolled a hard, so he does even like he manages to like push you, and you kind of like you don't fall over, you don't take any, you're not harmed or anything.
Whoa,
but he
whoa.
like fully pushes you, and he starts running down the street, calling for a taxi.
Can I, as if he pushes me,
Yeah.
and I go backwards, since I'm between him and where he wants to go, is it possible that I could reach out a foot and trip him?
I was imagining that he was pushing you and running like towards the direction they went, but this is all that sort of like where they going right or left of the street. It's another luck roll. It's just a luck roll.
Would it be possible that maybe then George would do it instead for me if he sees this?
Oh, the hot dog vendor?
My buddy at the hot dog cart, yeah.
Make a luck roll.
Oh, that's not a good roll. That's a failure.
As much fun as that is, the good news, however, Carl, is that he's pushed you. He knows something's up, but he's running. And tell you what, Carl, give me an analyze roll.
Oh, 0. That's a 2.
A 2.
That's a vital.
With a vital success on analyze, Carl, you wish that you could be catching him. You wish he's running like it's like, you know, it was hot dog. It's like street corner, hot dog cart. This guy up against things like he's running in the opposite direction. You don't have a thing, but you do know. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Can I have a beautiful minds moment where I can see everything, and like if I throw this one thing this direction, it creates this chain effect.
You can certainly, I think your beautiful mind moment, you can throw a thing after if you'd like. Sure, you've got an angle on it, but what you realize,
I read all the air currents.
Yeah, what you realize though is that you did enough. He didn't see them leave. He doesn't see the car. Even if he catches a taxi, he can't. He doesn't know where they are. They already lost.
All right. So success has been achieved.
Yeah.
But the dream in his heart is still alive.
Of course.
Is it possible to take the broken window handle and do something with that? I don't care if it succeeds or not, but I want Carl to try.
Make a throw
roll.
One last
little.
Make a throw roll under your physicality.
97.
So basically,
is that a fumble?
It is not a fumble because that would be a fumble if like had you made a calculate roll, that would be a fumble. But because your score is 50 or higher, it's only a fumble if it's 100. So the good news is it's not a fumble. The bad, but what happens is this is, although this is also the perfect Carl note to end this episode on, is that Carl, like, you get the gooey on him, he shoves you, you're like, oh, you realize they got away, but you now do hate this guy, and how dare he come to the office? So you pull out that thing and you hurl it at him, but your hand is so slick with mayonnaise and mustard and ketchup that it just slides out behind you and just lands on the thing. And you had this could have been the summer of Carl. But instead, he rushes off, but you know that you accomplished your goal.
Well, that's going to be another day of work. Oh, well.
And as a private
Carl
car
gets up and goes back in.
As a private car rushes down the street, as Jake vainly follows after it, as Carl heads back inside to finish fixing fans in the hot Premier Periodicals building, that is where we will end today's session. So once again, we now 3 of 8 sessions have not gone into the fantasy world because the real world is too compelling, and I'm enjoying that vibe.
Carl's so great.
Oh my god, Carl is great. Yes, please, Carl, please have. I am excited for when we do go back into the fantasy world. I'm very excited to see what kind of character Carl is in the fantasy world. And part of the fun of this, you'll be thrown into a thing, so that'll be fun.
That's the only reason why I'm sad we didn't go into the fantasy world, because I'm so interested and intrigued by what Carl will be in that world.
Well, I like it. It's fun. It's nice talking to folks because,
Oh, Carl.
Back home, when you live alone and not a lot of, it's just me and my hot plate. Not much real conversation going on there.
Well, you got
my
George and
hamster
the
Charlie.
Gooey.
Yeah, you can talk to the Gooey. That was.
Yeah, the Gooey's great.
Oh, God.
Look, you haven't had a Gooey. I'm just saying, try a Gooey. It is phenomenal. Then
Gooey.
you can toss whatever you want on top of it.
Oh, man.
It's excellent. This is one of the most fun characters I've ever played. So
he's great. Yeah,
ask
please
me back. I'll come.
Please. Yeah, well, there's always something needs fixing at this office.
I got a great job, guys.
Yeah.
Job security's through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also love that. You know who else we introduced to this one, and I wasn't ready for, even though I should have been, since I should have. But Cora's dad is kind of like. He's kind of the worst in some ways, right?
Yeah. Oh God, I didn't.
I mean, that's what you sort of were picturing, right?
Yeah. Like she.
But then in practice.
Yeah.
But also, what I think makes Cora an interesting character is the idea that it's like you really could just go, like you really could just escape to the Hamptons and not,
Yeah.
Like, that's a very weird.
She doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to do anything. She could have been living in the Hamptons. That's not her.
Well, guys, that was wonderful. Jed, thank you so much. This was great. We will definitely, we play this every other Sunday, so there'll be plenty of times
Shenanigans.
to pop back
Play a
in.
Gooey.
I will especially say I would really love for Carl to meet Miss Appleyard. I would love for you to meet Anna's character in this game.
Oh, sure.
Because
their
vibes are very different, and in case, and and Jed, Anna, like Anna never makes an interesting character who says hilarious things at all. Yeah. So we'll have more players. This was awesome.
I figure we'll either be best friends or worst enemies.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. But maybe more. Who knows?
Be still my heart. It won't work out for Lord Buku and Shishu, but it will work out for Carl and Miss Appleyard.
Probably.
Carl, it's the summer of Carl.
The summer of Carl. So thank you all for watching. The quick plugs is we have other games this week. On Monday, join us for Theme Party. That's tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. On Wednesday, we are coming at you with Top Flight West. Ooh, what will happen? A lot of crazy stuff. It is the debut of Connor in the superhero world. What will his superhero name be? A lot of questions. On Friday, Blood from a Stone. Our last Blood from a Stone was our big special, kind of sort of wound up being a much more one-shot standalone thing as we looked into another world. You doing okay there, Lauren?
Condensation was dripping on. I got gooey.
Got a little gooey. She got a gooey special.
Gooey special.
Oh, no. So join us for that. And then a week from tonight, we're back with Here Be Dragons, which is always very exciting. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. We did fix some. There were a few YouTube ones that were hidden or weren't the thing. Those were just erroneously not there. They should be visible now. And go to our wiki, because I know that Sophia apparently, I haven't even seen this. Sophia has apparently put her opinion. In fact, I'm gonna look that up right now. Sophia has apparently put her opinion about the character.
Which character?
About Jake.
Oh.
She's put her opinion of Jake onto the wiki, so I've got to go to the Strange Lore page.
She kept telling us to drop a piano on him, which I agree with. If that story-wise works out, I wouldn't be upset.
Jake, he should have died in the war.
Yeah.
Love it. All right.
He's the worst villain you have ever created.
Yes, that's
a high bar. Yeah. I mean,
if you'd seen him last week, you would probably say because when he saved her, he was like, "Oh my God, you're so lucky that I'm finally back for you." He's real. He's trouble. But the worst thing is what he'll force Ted to do. That's the true evil of a man like that.
No.
Because when Ted winds up going to jail for murder.
My dad is a great lawyer.
Your dad's a great lawyer, but
no,
that's not the tragedy we're setting up for this game. So,
who's Ted?
Ted is that
Ted's deal.
What is Ted's deal? Yeah, Ted has there's a lot we don't know.
One time he came into work with his face smashed.
He had a black eye. Yeah,
black eye.
Ted's got. We don't know what Ted's deal is.
We don't know what's up with him.
Out.
He's very intense sometimes, but he's really sweet to Luis and Cora.
So join us for that. I now know what our Halloween special is going to be. We are not doing a Week of Blood this year. We are doing a special on Halloween night. I'm not quite ready to announce the title just in case elements of it change, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. That's what we got here. If anybody wants to plug their channels, they certainly may. We don't do it as there's not as many people on this game, Jed, so we don't do like the full round robin of of stuff.
Gotcha.
But
well, everyone here knows that I do have a channel, but I don't go on it. But you
will.
I will.
So don't stop following.
Yeah. And if you're not, follow it, because something might happen.
There you go.
There you go. Well, hey, you guys can follow me on YouTube, Deadwood Jedi. I do Raid Shadow Legend gaming, mobile gaming content on there. I might stream sometime this week. That's something I need to do. I keep saying that, and I haven't done it yet, but I'll get there eventually.
On YouTube or Twitch?
On YouTube or Twitch. I haven't streamed on either for a while, so you can probably catch me on either one.
You've been away and doing stuff.
I'll be going to TwitchCon this weekend, or next weekend, I should say. So that'll be fun. So I might do some surprise streams on Twitch for like an hour, because why the heck not?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything planned. I'm just hanging out with friends. So I figured, what the hell? Maybe we'll have some fun. So, follow my channel, and maybe you'll catch me. It'll be good times.
Awesome. Very good. Well, thank you guys. This was super fun. I hope everyone enjoyed watching and playing in tonight's shenanigans and the heroic actions of Carl. Yet another heist to get away from shenanigans. That was great. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, to be continued. By the next exciting issue, etc., etc. Bye-bye.
Bye.